So in this video, we're going to be talking about ticker symbol SPC, Virgin Galactic. We're going to be talking about some news and also just break into the charts to talk about, is it a good time to buy into SPCE? With that being said, guys, I like to recap a little bit of my trades every single time. So we had this, day where I have over $524.28 that I made today trading. 315 of it was from Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. $217 was from Tattoo Chef. $33.89 was from BlackBerry, $20 from Tesla. I lost $26 on Pfizer and $36 on ABBV. Again, you can't win them all. Altogether, wrapping up for a profit of $524 for the day. So we're going to go ahead and break through a few things. Now, also, I want to point out that if you notice, all these tickers are tickers that I mentioned in my watch list that I put out for my free Facebook group. So if you want to sometimes, get these watch lists, I can't promise to always upload them. I try to upload them every single night, but some nights I do miss. But yeah, it's just a watch list. Again, you don't have to trade the stocks that I'm watching. Again, at the end of the day, it's only if you see value in it. But click the link in the description below. There's a link to join the free Facebook group, and you'll have access to the nightly watch list that I put out from time to time. But with that being said, let's go ahead and look into ticker symbol SPCE. So I mentioned, in a couple of videos, overall SPCE was in a very bearish pattern, and in fact I made a lot of money with SPCE going down as a trader, right? Because as a trader you can make money with the stock going up or the stock going down, right? When it goes down, you could simply just short the stock, you could buy puts, whatever, right? And I mentioned how I had this double top pattern. And, a double top pattern is typically a bearish pattern. And so we had a lot of selling going off. We also had the news that around the time of the selling, Richard Branson was selling millions of dollars of shares. So that was another catalyst event. And then I have, these lines on the chart right now. These lines are, just lines that I draw out for, areas of support and resistance. At the end of the day, these lines, they don't have to absolutely, go work 100% of the time. So what do I mean by that, right? Well, when it comes down to technical analysis, right, the stock does not have to adhere to it 100%, right? A stock can bounce off a support, but it could also break through a support. A stock could, hit a resistance and fall down, or it could touch that resistance and break through it, right? And you may be saying, well, then what is the point of supports and resistances if the stock isn't going to 100% adhere to it? Well, the point of supports and resistances is to see what happens when the stock is around that area of support and resistance. If a stock is around the area of support, you want to see, is it going to break through that support? Is that meaning there's going to be more selling, or is it going to bounce up? Right? And so with Virgin Galactic, I had this area of support around here at $23. And we see that Virgin Galactic got pretty close to this area of support, but it started bouncing up, right? Now, there is some news that I want to share with you guys. If we could kind of just pull up this article right here. It says Branson's Virgin Orbit to list in SPAC deal backed by Boeing. So we have a SPAC deal with Virgin Galactic, right? Or Richard Branson's Virgin Group, right? And it just, I'm just going to quickly read this article, kind of go through it. It said Richard Branson's Virgin Orbit agreed to go public through a reverse merger with NextGen Acquisition Corp that will value the satellite launch company at $3.2 billion. Investors including Boeing and AE Industrial Partners committed $100 million to Virgin Orbit through a private investment in public equity. According to a statement Monday, the merger is expected to provide the new company with $483 million in cash proceeds, bolstering in capital until regular launch operations and more stable revenue streams are expected in 2023, right? The agreement with NextGen extends a wave of merger with special purpose acquisition companies. So-called blank check companies like NextGen have raised $129 billion globally this year, more than last year's record of $84 billion haul. And the deals are playing an increasingly important role in funding new space ventures, right? So overall, it's just saying that this company over here, they're handing out blank checks, doing a lot of SPACs, and how they had a really successful year, and how this is really going to help out for the space tourism or space really ventures overall, right? Now, I'm not going to go ahead and read this whole article. You could read it yourself. I'll include the article in the link in the description, because I kind of want to go back to the charts, right? Because to me, of course, the news is great. It really does help. But I also, take into consideration, what is going on with the news, what is going on with the price action, and of course, the fundamentals, right? We look at the revenue, the cash flow, things like that for the company. Now, Virgin Galactic right now has been struggling, right, to generate revenue. I mentioned this in a multitude of different videos. However, that doesn't mean that if a company is struggling, we just can't make money off of it as a trader. I said you can make money up and down. So for a while, I had been shorting Virgin Galactic. Now today, the 300 plus that I made on Virgin Galactic, it actually wasn't from shorting. I actually bought some shares and I was holding on to it. If you watched in my recent video of Virgin Galactic, I talked about that, where I bought some shares and I averaged down and it's starting to go up. So the question that arises now is Virgin Galactic now going to start going back up? Is the trend going to reverse, right? So something that we need to wait for, which I talk often in the Push and Profit program, is waiting for that sign of confirmation that the stock is going up. Because, a stock can just have a couple of green days, but is the trend reversed? Well, we have to obviously, take into consideration what time frame you're looking at and what time frame you're trading, which is something I talk about in the Push and Profit program. But according to the daily chart, Spce, if we cross above the blue exponential moving average right over here, then that would signify, reversal on the daily chart. And the next area of resistance could be this area of $28.56, which is, not too far off. So we have some, upside coming up. Now, of course, with the SPAC, this could possibly push it to, go a little higher. But at the end of the day, when it comes to trading, we don't make predictions, right? We trade the opportunities that the market presents. And that's something that I try to preach about in my video. So if you get anything from my video, it's that we don't try to predict the market and try to make a profit like that. We make a profit by taking advantage of what the market gives you, right? When life gives you lemons, what do you make, right? Same concept. Well, we also have to take into consideration that on top of the price action of this, a few green candles approaching a sign of confirmation, the RSI is also starting to reverse, right? Which is good. Of course, we want the RSI to slightly go up before it, it's, of course, when it's overbought, then, things are kind of hot and then that's when we want to sell. But when we're in this area right over here, that kind of indicates that we're most likely in an area of, wanting to buy. We also see that the MACD is, is curling up, right? The signal line is curling up above the MACD, which is good news because we want to obviously buy in as the stock is going up. You could see that the signal line has curled up around over here and, started pushing up massively for Virgin Galactic Spce. So, overall good news for Spce. So for the individuals who are not trading Spce or Virgin Galactic, but they're investing in it long term, I don't want to leave you guys excluded, as far as, possibly holding this longer, right? It really depends. If we start to show signs of confirmation, then you might want to consider buying a few more shares so that you average down. Because if you're investing in this, you're holding it for a long period of time, and you want to buy on these dip buying opportunities, right? You want to buy when things are low and show signs of confirmation so you could add into your position. So, if we do see that, area of going above $26 in the next couple of days, it could honestly happen tomorrow. There's no telling. But if you do see that, possibly may want to buy in some more shares on that, right? Now, something else I want to point out is that, we're trading again at this area of 20. It looks like right now we are currently at $25.44, right? So we're really close to confirmation. But, if we pull up, what the analysts are saying, we're still pretty, much in a good area. The most bullish, price target is at $51. Far from that. The average is $34, and then the lowest, like the bear case, is really $20. So we're a little bit above the lowest expectation for the price target, right? Which, of course, I like to buy things when they're a little bit lower than the lowest or bearish, analyst's price target, because that just has more room for an upside. But as of now, we're still slightly above it. So again, still a good opportunity. I made my profit for today. I'm probably going to trade Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol Spce, tomorrow. And probably share you guys. If you guys are not familiar, I do share my trades on Instagram stories. So maybe you want to follow me on Instagram. If not, it's completely fine. But, again, if you want to have access to the watch list, join the free Facebook group. And if you want to learn how I trade, and everything that I really go into in depth, then really just click the link in the description. Check out the program for the Push and Profit program. There is a coupon code listed below, so you might want to take advantage of that coupon code. And with that being said, guys, just let me know what's your thoughts on the SPAC with Virgin Galactic. Where are you at, as far as what you're doing with Virgin Galactic? Are you trading this? Are you investing in this? Let me know your game plan, because at the end of the day, you need to have an idea and then execute on that idea, and that's how you make a profit in the market. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.